Hello Scrappy Peeps, welcome to the 2023 Back to School YouTube Hop. So this is the layout that I'm sharing with you. I am using bits and pieces of two of the newest Bella Blvd collections, Lake Life and Birthday Bash, as well as some bits and pieces from Elle's studio. I have this ends up being kind of a color blocked layout because I have two 6x4, so vertical photos of my daughter on her first day back to high school. So this is her first day of her senior year, so last first day. And I am going to kind of what I do, which is called breaking out of the box. So I'm going to color block, but then break out of this box by taking all of, softening it with some elements that sort of break those rigid lines. So I want a piece of notebook paper. Look where I'm punching. Kind of not the right place for a piece of notebook paper. So there's my duh moment, and I trim that off. And then I have a hard time figuring out, does it go on the right side, the left side? Wait a minute, where's it go? So it goes on the left-hand side. So I pull myself together and recover nicely there, I hope, or so I hope, and create myself a piece of notebook paper that I want up the top. So right now, when you look at this layout, there's a lot of weight at the bottom, right? There's the blacks that are in the photo, there's the navy blue, and there's a lot of light up the top. So I need to create some balance between the top and the bottom of the page, and I'm hoping that by putting these pieces that I put in here that I'm going to accomplish that. I don't fully accomplish that. There's still more that needs to come in order to do that. So I've committed to these particular pieces, and so I'm going to go ahead and adhere them down. And of course, I don't put the photos down straight, and I don't realize that till I get to the top of the photo. Thank goodness I am not using my Scotch ATG anymore. That thing, I don't know. It's just, it's too heavy. It's too sticky. It makes my latex allergy totally flare up. And so I have found myself, thank goodness, a few more refills for my ThermoWeb Gina K adhesive. And so I will plug along with those that make me happy, and then I will have to figure out a new adhesive solution. However, I digress. So I put the notebook paper straight, and then I'm going to put a few of these other things. So that's an Elle Studio pocket card, and I'm going to cut out the file folders there so that they actually look like file folders. And you can see I've kind of got things askew here. And I thought that by doing that, I was going to break out of the box. I was going to soften those right angles. And normally that would happen, but it needs to go back to being straight because it's only that little area there that is skiwampus. That's the technical term. And so that little area of skiwampus is just not enough to soften the box. I need to do something else. So I'm going to play with things for a little while until I kind of figure out where I want these embellishments to go. You can see that star paper that is there. I am going to off camera fussy cut a few of those stars, and I'll explain that as I get closer to the end. So just now I flashed in front of you some stamps. Those are Elle Studio Alphas, and I know I want my title to be last. And then I have a sticker from Elle Studio that says first day. So my initial intent had been that I was going to stamp last first day in that gray. And I could have fit it all in there, but it would have been very, very crowded, and it would have put a lot of black back into sort of the center of the layout there, and I really needed more weight towards the top of the layout in order to create some balance between the top and the bottom of the layout. So I am going to stamp last, and I'm going to use the sticker first day from Elle Studio, which is navy blue, and that puts a little bit more black at the top of the layout, but it's not at the top of the top. So it's at the bottom of the top, if you see what I mean. Yeah, there's that last. So I've got a little bit more contrast, which is good, but I don't have the balance of that contrast. So I'm still looking for that. My color palette. So I have teal, yellow, and gray, and then kind of navy blue. So the gray and the navy blue are accent colors. The primary colors here that I'm using are the yellow and the teal. Teal is a really hard color. Some people consider teal to be more blue than green. Some people consider more teal to be more green than blue. I am going with the more green version because that is what her school colors are, which is, you can see from the vinyl in the center photos there. Unfortunately, the vinyl that I used was more blue than green, but I really wanted to go with what I was using for it to be more green because, like I said, those are her school colors. I cut that vinyl literally at the last minute, about half an hour before I put it on her car. And so I wanted to make sure that I was using the right color in the layout at least. So here I want to ground the photos. I feel like I need a transition between that really dark and that bright yellow. And then those clouds that are to the right of my trimmer there, I'm actually going to use those off camera at the very top. And that provides that contrast that I'm looking for. So I put the blue polka dots with the navy, so that incorporates a little bit more navy and a little bit more of the circle, and that softens the bottom. I still need to darken, add contrast to the top of the page, and that's what I'll do off camera with those clouds. It took me a while to really figure out how I was going to do that. These erasers from ThermoWeb, they are adhesive erasers. Highly recommend them. So when you put strips down and they leave that adhesive goo, they do a really good job of picking that up. Just FYI, a little tip out there. So popping up this Have Fun that I fussy cut from Elle's studio, it needed some embellishment down the bottom, and there wasn't a lot of room because I had chosen to put skew the photos to the bottom of the page there. The labels up the top right kind of create a little bit more weight to the top of the layout, but it still needs that strip. So that strip I will put at the top of the clouds. I will also fussy cut some stars from that star paper that you saw earlier. This is a YouTube hop, so be sure to hop over and see what all the other gals have to share. This is day 3, so this is high school and beyond. Be sure to leave comments along the way. Let us know what you think of our ideas, and I hope you are doing well. If you're new, I'd love to have you join me. Thanks for stopping in today. Come back again soon. Take care.